Oh, okay. I will, you can say Jet Black is recording. So anyone, sorry if some issue is there. Hopefully you can see the screen and I'm audible right now. So we are on Dixie Dollar Index right here, and the key level. So key level, first of all, we have the type 3. So this is the trend line. Now going on weekly on dollar index, price tap into weekly type 2. Okay, and this is the extreme part. Now this is what we are looking for Dixie right here. Now any stoppage point or roadblock for this cell. All right. So roadblock for this cell is down right here. So at least I'm anticipating a drop till 103.230 or 103.300, something like that. So this area will be my look for right here. All right. So this I will look for, and seems like it will be in the weekly imbalance. Speaking of ICT terms or SMC, so it will be a good area approximately. We are seeing a sharp move. If you can see this weekly candle on the right hand side right here. So there is no wick on the top of the weekly candle. That means we are strong on the bullish side. But again, we cannot, you can say, coin it like we cannot solidify the direction because of again the fluctuations happening. Now coming to gold, that's what we trade, right? So coming to gold, we are looking for two things. First of is buy and second is sell. So long term, we are of course in the bullish side, but right now, what's happening is we all, you can say, we got the daily breakout right here. So we broke this structure, the lower high, lower low at 2742 approximately. So this was the break of structure. That's what I'm anticipating. So right now, until or unless price break above this 2743.94 gap level, I will continue to look for, you can say, short term sells. That's what I'm looking for. This week, again, I'm not trading to be honest because you don't want to risk much, right? Okay. So this is gold right now. Any pair you want to, you can say check. That's what I'm looking for right now, to be honest. Okay, perfect. So gold right now coming on daily. I will look for buys once price close above this gap. Until or unless I will looking for short. Today, classic you can say Hyundai. We took out the previous day high and previous day low. Coming on Euro USG, Euro USG, right? Okay, any broker I guess the big same will be good. Okay, so the bullish sides were good. The levels were marked. Let me clear everything out. So from the bottom, we are seeing that price is reacting from this type 3 support right here. Now, if price is reacting from the type 3 support, we have to look for any roadblock. So the current roadblock will be, this is support become resistance. Okay, T3. Confirm it on daily first of all. Okay, daily also T3 support right here. Let me mark it. Yep. You go on H4 to confirm it again. Mm, all right. So it's in middle of nowhere. That means the daily, aka the weekly level is invalid. So we have to confirm it like this. So this T3 support is not valid. That means we will look for any nearby level. So any other nearby level will be, let's just see, this was a type 2 broken by this gap, and this gap is broken by right here. So at least I will look for right here 1.09355 for any potential short. Until unless I will look for long. So we already tap into the QM area right here. This is a T3 QM area that we tapped in previously. So I will continue to look for buy opportunities only. So that's what my thought is. This right here, is it the opening gap? Let me check with a different. Okay, so it's on every pair, every broker seems like USG. So I will keep an look. You can say keep an eye over there. To be honest, we can find some. You can say DL right here. So this resistance was broken right here. H1. Okay, so price already tap. You can say go above from this approximately area. So the other thing I will be interested in will be right here. So this gap is what I will be interested in to see. Broke the T3 support on the left hand side, this decision gap. Now price inverse it with an opening gap, so this becomes an untested level. So I will keep an eye for their potential buys till this upper line right here. So this right here is what I'm anticipating on Euro USD and the second pair. So let's check GJ, GBP, JPY right here. Let's check FXC. Okay, so seems like the level set well. To be honest, I just marked the levels and forget about them, so that's my bad. To be honest, let me just delete everything and start with a fresh chart, right? Okay, perfect. So we are on weekly, and seems like weekly right here. The first thing that I see is we are rejecting from a T3 SPR. Now going on daily, is it a gap? Okay, so it's again T3 support becomes resistance. Go to H4 to check if it's gap. All right, right. Nope, nothing right here. So just to you can say clear this confusion of candlestick, I will also use Oenda just for this reference. That is it any error or not? Delete everything. It was this SPR, right? Now H4, according to the other broker, there was nothing. And right here, okay, perfect. So this is gap level right here. That means the level is valid. Now, first thing, price is reacting from a weekly SPR, T3 SPR. Now, seems like we also got a daily break of structure. And this is the QM area that price currently closed above the left shoulder. But for the level to be invalid, price also need to close above the head. So right now, first thing is we are trading inside a weekly daily sell structure. Now coming to H4 to make an entry. Now this is the support becomes resistance. Alright, my bad. This it might be off for 1 second, but we are back again. So price already reacted 2 times from the SPR right here, as you can check. So the last valid level that I will look for sells is this G3 resistance on H4 198.990. So I will look for there. I will not look for any bias between it. So let price do whatever it wants. And the moment it tap into that resistance, I will look for sell. Maybe we also have this trend line. So the pairing will be right here. So if price right here pair build up this momentum, then it will be an interesting area to sell definitely. So just so that I don't forget about it, I will take you can say put an alert on it. And this is the GBP JPY. Any other pair? Let me know please. Oh, this was GJ. Anything else that you wanna check? Or any questions to be honest that arise in your mind? Outlook on gold. To be honest, we just did. I'm not looking for anything on gold right now because of election. Okay, so liquidity. Okay, perfect. So Vinesh, you can record this part on your side also, Gokul, so that we can share it in the group. So right now, according to liquidity, first thing first, liquidity, everyone knows the basic, like you can say right here. Yep. So the basic liquidity of build up and all high or low old knows, everyone knows, but liquidity in our terms is the candlestick. So the previous candlestick, right? So the previous candle uh, before tapping into the key level. So that's what liquidity is for us. Either it can be H4 or H1. So that's what I'm monitoring, to be honest, every time, every day. So let's say, let me just mark it. Yep. So this is the high and this is the previous candle low. So let me mark it my way. Previous high, previous low. Just basic candlestick, right? Now go on H1, try to spot any key level. So let's say, assume right here that this is a key level. Okay. Say that this is a key level. So what I'm monitoring is a new H1 candle open right here. A new H1 candle open, price arise, tap into this key level, take out the previous candle high liquidity, give us the entry model, and then we will indulge in the market till where either any roadblock or the previous candle low. So liquidity short term, this is one candle right here, markets range right here, a new candle open, right? So depending on where our key level is, so for key level is for buy and price check the previous candle low, tap into buy, give us entry model. That's what an perfect setup is to the next opposite side liquidity on top of the candle. Uh, QM is not a entry model, you know. So the entry model is type 2, type 3, got it? So it's not one of a entry model. Perfect. So, yep, QM is a key level. Perfect. So, QM type 3, it's a key level, not an entry model. So, let me just check if we get any example of what I just said. Okay, so, yep, right here. And let me just check if we also get an H4 previous H4 candle. Perfect. Okay. See right here. Excited. This is an H4 candle right here. What we are dealing with is the 430 candle. A new H1 candle is 830 that's open. Just you can say uh, 40 50 minutes before. So what happened is we mark the low, we mark the high. Now going on either on the same time frame. Remember either on the same time frame or a time frame below. We have to look for key level. Any key time frame, you can say H1, H4 daily, weekly the key level should be there. So key level right here is the type 2 inverse gap, one time mitigated, second time mitigated. Now the key point right here is price took the previous candle low as liquidity, tap into the key level, and then let's just check on low time frame. Do we get an entry model? M5 right here. Okay, so M5 type 2 is right here, and type 3 is right here, but let's just also check M3 also. All right. So M3 we see both levels. Nice. Last step M1 for any early entry that we have to look for. Okay, nothing. I don't really want to go and look for left side price action. So we will deal with the recent price action only. One mitigation, two mitigation, three mitigation. Let me just check if we get a gap level or not right here. Okay, so this is gap. Now here comes the thing. Price took the previous H4 low, mitigate into key level, and this is M5 type 2, and this is M3 T3, right? So these are the key level, and M5 candle closes above both level at you can say 9 or 10. So because there is the last M15 candle, we cannot enter, but eventually what our entry would be. So this okay. So first of all, let's just check how many pip it went, right? So from the low to the high. Okay, so 57 pip, that means below 60 pips. So technically we have to look for pullback. Now I will check if any lower point right here we have you can say room for adjustment. So any room for adjustment I see is This decision gap level is already mitigated. So what I'm checking for is to reduce my stop loss. This resistance broken by this gap, it's already mitigated. This level is unmitigated. This is unmitigated. So if I'm entering, let's say right here, my stop loss will be right here. And now think about this. If price wants to come down, one of these level will hold price. If they don't hold price, that means there are almost 90% chance that market will continue moving down rather than reacting to any lower level. So in this case, we can reduce our stop loss a bit so that we can enter now coming on M5, and let's see how many pip price did. So from this to this, okay, 30 pip. Now we can either wait for a pullback, deep pullback. In that case, our entry won't be there. But if you use a risky approach, slightly risky approach to reduce your, you can say, stop loss measurement point or make a new low, that will be a good point. Make a new low for your stop loss. That yes, if price failed to go below this, doesn't make any sense that price will hold. Uh, 30 pips stop loss, 55 pips as you can say stop loss, TP, and this would be the trade right now if the last and 15-minute wasn't there. Got it? So that's what liquidity is for me, the previous candle point. Got it? Perfect. Yep. Direction. Okay. So I will give you an overview and just know that okay, I'm busy tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will make the video and drop it in the group, okay, about direction. So for my side, what we look for direction is, let's pick a pair. Let's pick USD CAD to be honest, and delete everything. Now there are two things for me when I'm looking for direction. Number one is what Previous day, previous day did. So previous day direction. Now right here, the previous day was bearish. Okay, so previous day is bearish. Now I will continue with the previous day direction if the last point. So what's the last point of a candle? So we know that there is open low, high close for a bearish candle, right? So if this low, aka the pullback of the last previous day candle, it's coming from a buy level, buy key level, okay. If it's coming from a buy key level, then I will be slightly towards the buy side until unless price reject an roadblock. That's the next thing. If price do not if price do not touch any buy level and this low is not coming from any valid key level, I will be completely on the previous direction, that is the sell side. So this simple analysis is for direction. Got it? No storyline, nothing like that. So this, okay. Simply, we are seeing that this wick on the previous day, okay, the Monday is coming from type 2 extreme. So I will be looking for buys. But the thing right here will be till where? I can clearly see that price tap into the gap level right here. Now you go on H1 to maybe rather further refine the key level. Okay. So this is gap level only. Any, you can say, refinement cannot be there to stretch. So you check if this you can say movement is coming on a new day. So put your vertical line on the new day and check if this mitigation, okay, it's exactly on the new day. That means what's the recent direction now? 2 point. Recent direction and previous. So what I'm looking for, what I was looking for by reason, the last point of the candle or the low to close part is coming from type 2 extreme, okay? Type 2 bullish extreme. So I will be looking for buy. But buy till where and when will I look for sell? That is the main thing, right? So I will look for sell on any potential roadblock or nothing. But let's say I'm looking for buy. So any sell key level will be my roadblock. So right here, the sell key level just The market open just when the new day starts, price tap into DL, H4DL, which is a valid, you can say, key level. Even if you check the wick touches it, but if you refine it on H1, the wick is good. That means it's a valid H4DL. So we can look for sells from there. So what's the recent direction now? It's sell. So it might sound, you can say, too much right now, but once you practice it, start looking at 2 3 days, 2 3 examples, then it will be easy. Got it? So this is directional part. Right, looking on right here. Yep. So let's say I'm on US 30 and the previous day was bearish, right? So I will look for sell side until unless when I will check if this wick part right here is it coming from any buy level or not. So right now I'm on H4 and seems like this. Okay. So price did not mitigate this type 2. Now what's the last time frame? It's H1 to look for, right? Okay, perfect. Yep. So this is the last time frame now. This is RBS and it's eventually broken out by this gap level. So if price tap into this buy level, that price did not. So first thing is I'm not looking for any buys. Now if I'm not looking for any buys, what I will look for? I will look for sells. But sells till, you can say, sells from where? So I have two key levels simply. This support become resistance, or this support is broken by this gap, and the next part is this resistance. Now I will check on daily. Okay, so the lower level is not inside the daily T3 resistance. That means it's not a refinement. I will simply delete it. This, on the other hand, is a refinement of a higher time frame key level with liquidity below it. So this is what we call liquidity, right? Just a previous unmitigated high or low that failed to mitigate price. I will go on H1 to confirm its gap level. Now the last thing, I know that direction is bearish. Reason previous day was bearish. The pullback is not coming from any potential buy key level. So I will continue looking for sells. Even if you want, you can check for the range. So if you check for H1, mark the Fibonacci high to low right here. It's above 50%, right? So between 0.618 and 0.79, it's a perfect key level. Again, will I take the trade? No, because again, US 30 strictly, you can say, confluence with the dollar index, and right now we cannot trade it systematically, right? So speaking of entry model, let's say this is a T3 support. On M3 also it's T3 support. On M1 also it's T3 support. So this is on my list, and this is the gap level type 2 extreme. So I will look for mm, M5, let's say, to be extra safe, and M5 candle closing below this level right here. If I see a candle closing right here, and if you can say if it wasn't this day, 5th of November, then I would take this sell setup. Okay, so this would be on my watch list once price close below. And as you can see, 9:30, the new H1 candle is running right now, and the entry model on new H1 candle, we don't need to look for any reconfirmation. So it will be a new setup on its own. So this is what I will watch on US 30 in terms of direction and all. Is it clear? And the dollar index continue the sell, and just like we were looking at gold, yep, gold is doing good from that right here, from this type 2 inverse. Okay, so it's doing good. Now let me know any questions. All clear, perfect. As said, I will deliver the video in the group, so don't worry about the direction. Now, any other pair. So, yep. That's it, to be honest. Just watching. I will watch this US 30 setup for a while for just the research purpose, like just for fun. Any other query? That's what I'm here for. We got many people today because of the Zoom failure. You cannot unfortunately dual stream. US 30 on daily time frame. If you check the daily time frame right here, perfect. So if you check the daily time frame overall, we started a bearish momentum when on 23rd of October. But even if you check one thing after the presidential election, and you can say uh, till the new year, so next new year, till that time the indexes, so whether it's Nasdaq or US 30, they tends to be more to the positive side. Okay, so that's what I'm, to be honest, really interested in seeing, but that doesn't mean that I will look for buy from right here only. We do have a good levels on weekly, the T3 SPR. Okay, so we do have a good levels waiting. So maybe what price can do potentially is, because we are inside the daily T3 resistance, so price can sell and we can continue see the buy from here. So I will be interested in holding maybe a potential swing trade. Maybe if the, you can say, opportunity, you can say, is there. Thanks again. I will put my alert whenever it comes back. So this is what I'm watching, a sell to buy scenario for a swing trade. It's the US 30. If you are trading futures, it will be by daily DL level. If it broke daily, yep. So if the left side level that's getting broken by gap is G3, you have to check if that level is G3 or not. Both rules followed. Just doing this analysis, I remember, you can say, I guess it was GBP JPY. The left side T3 level was not gap. That's why we ignored that DL. So the left side need to. Like, to be honest, legally it's challenging because we cannot trade via brokers. It's illegal. Like trading forex market is illegal. But prop firms are the way because we are technically providing our consultancy. We are not directly, you can say, trading on our behalf. We are providing consultancy to the firms and they are trading. So we get a fees of the cut. So this way, it's good. But if you combine taxes and all, I guess 35% tax on any generated profit isn't worth it. Like every you can say thing has its own pros and cons. But yep, you cannot simply trade directly into the market. That's what it is. Any other question? Any other queries? More than welcome to answer. Yep. It seems like hell. No, no. It doesn't. You can say consultancy is business, and like there is a certain income from the business, because see, it's we cannot come. You can say put it under freelancing because we are providing consultancy, so it's business only. So it's coming under business, but the taxes are there. And even in, you can say, business, if we exceeds a certain threshold, normally we would pay around 48% tax, like 30 plus 18, so around 48% tax. But there are ways to lower down that 18%, but the 30%, no matter what you do, you have to pay if you are living right here. Got it? Any like technical, speaking about technical analysis, any query on behalf of it, it will be, one second. Uh, any query, full time. Like I don't do anything else, so I will say full time. Yep, being. Last call. If there is any query, please ask. Otherwise, seems like the motive of the session is already completed. Yeah, right. And there are, you can say, ways to avoid everything in the world. But to be honest, if they, you can say, find you the hassle of being challenged or the mental harassment isn't worth it, like paying the tax. So, like, if you're doing good and don't want to be involved in anything, just pay what they want and be, you can say, relaxed. That's what I will say. All right, 23. Oh, like just few months and it will be another year added. That type 2, the reason we cannot pick this type 2 for buy is first of all, it is not backed by any direction, right? Ron. And already one, two, three, 4, 5, 6 touches, and a key level cannot be mitigated more than 2 times. It's not valid more than 2 times. So that buy wasn't worth it. Or if I am on the chart and seeing that buy, I will not take it. Okay. What's price showing right now? Is there any candle closure? No candle closure. Price seems to reject from that level, and that's a bad sign for shorts. Okay. All right. So that's it from my side, I guess. Any query? I don't see any query right now. Hopefully, everything is answered. And all I will say is if you can, stay away from the market for this week. If not, stay away from the market. Reduce your risk to avoid any possible slippage phase in the market. All right. That's what I will say. And the presidential election, you can say the impact on the market isn't about a day. It's an long term impact on the market. So don't think that you will miss the volatility. You will see the volatility in the upcoming days, weeks, months. So just enjoy the market, and there's new opportunity every day. If you miss one day, there you can say you are not missing anything. It's just uh, to be honest, I'm not on, you can say, on any side, as it's not impacting me directly, right? It's not in my country or something like that, so it's not impacting me. But technically, you can say for the investor or for trading side, if there are, you can say, report that if Trump wins, there will be, you can say, volatility or you can say unpredictability in the market. So I'm with Trump for this because we love to see unpredictable things happen and the volatility will be on top. So it will be fun and nice to trade and challenging. All right, so it's coming down. Sharp move. It will be good. Okay, price on what time frame is it reacting from anything? Okay, yeah. So this type 2 inverse its price is reacting from. So seems like a good area. Let's just see how market does. And we also have another type 2 inverse right here. So if price break both these levels to the downside, it will be a good market. All right. So that's it from my side. Have a great week ahead and peace out.